Hey, good morning, YouTube. This is Tracy Talks coming through with another video. I uploaded the video yesterday showing how the owner had come knocking on my door with the front desk manager and stuff. I did like an explanation video explaining a couple of things, but I got distracted. I actually got a bit of good news yesterday. So once I find out, what the actual deal is with the bit of good news I got yesterday, then I'll let y'all know. But yeah, so I was busy a little bit after I had did the video, and the video was extremely long, and it's like I can't do videos like over 30 minutes. It takes way too long to upload the information. But anyhow, so like there's two things that I just wanted to touch about the video from yesterday. So the whole thing about the air conditioning unit, I'm going to do a whole little video, which is going to be a very short video. I just want to record me going over my air conditioning unit here in my room. So in the video, the dad said that my air conditioning unit was clean, it was shiny and all that stuff. The unit was never cleaned. Okay, it was never cleaned. Okay, I had told the son multiple times, everybody has known since I've been on this property, I don't like people in my room when I'm not in my room. Okay. I don't trust people, period. Okay. Period. I don't care who you are. I don't trust people. I don't want people in my room when I'm not here. Okay. So I have text messages in my phone, where the dad had said, oh, the little Spanish dude was in your room because he's trying to save face. They're trying to backpedal now. They've allowed at least 3 residents that I know that were long-term residents that used to live on this property. They allowed them to go months and months and months on end without paying rent. And then these people eventually left, you know, and then once the people leave, it's like, how are you going to collect back rent? Okay. And in my case, like, I wasn't paying my rent either, but there's a reason why I wasn't paying my rent. I had black mold in my room. Okay. So had I known that I was supposed to put my money in escrow, I would have done that. Okay. But I'm going to get into that in the next video that I'm about to do. So the first thing, like I said, I wanted to address the air conditioning unit. I'm going to do a separate video, just a short, quick little video showing my air conditioning unit. This man said that this unit was clean. Okay. But when you see all the black mold and stuff that's flying out of it and it sits on the top part, right under the grates of the air conditioning unit. And then when you look inside, it still looks dirty. And when you look at the bottom of it, it still looks dirty. And then when you turn it on, because I try not to use it because I'm not trying to get sick. I've been in this room for 9 months. I'm legit not trying to get sick, but it's starting to affect me because I'm having sinus issues and hock and loogies and stuff first thing in the morning, which I've never had that problem. In my original room, when you turn the unit on, it never smelled like mildew. Okay, it was cleaned while I was there. My carpet was deep cleaned. The mom harassed the bejeebus out of me to get my AC unit cleaned and for my carpet to be deep cleaned, which is indoor outdoor carpet. I really didn't feel like it was necessary. And at the time, I had only been in the room for about 3 months. I didn't really feel it was necessary. But in this room, they haven't done anything in this room. This carpet is old and dated. It's nasty, ugly, dirty, never deep cleaned. The AC unit was never cleaned. I have this headboard up here that's all, yeah, it's ugly. Everything in this room is ugly. Like all the ugliness that they could have placed in this room, they placed in this room, or they just didn't change any of the old stuff. They didn't switch out any of the old stuff. This room was never touched. It was never renovated. Okay. So then the second thing that I wanted to address was, he lied because both the son and the dad, they both lie. They're liars and shysters. Okay. So he tried to lie and say that I never asked to be moved to another room. Sir, that is not true. And you and your son do not communicate at all or not very well, period. It's amazing to me how these people, it's a whole family running a business, but they're never on the same page with anything. But anyways, that's why y'all about to lose this hotel. Okay. So I had submitted 2 letters to the son on June the 27th. So when I went to court on August the 22nd, the judge had asked me if I had submitted these forms, like these letters, to the son, by certified mail. No, I did not, because I did not know that I was supposed to. No, I did not put my money in escrow because I didn't know that I was supposed to, because it would have helped my case had I known those things. Knowledge is power. I didn't know, but still I'm here to still fight all the foolery, even, after the fact, because something still has to be done. These people are mistreating people, using people, discriminating against people, retaliating against people, bullying people. They're just doing entirely too much. But what you're not going to do is lie on me. Okay. I have a Chromebook. I don't have a regular laptop right now. And I've been working on my resume a lot because obviously I'm job searching. So the moment that I do a new letter, it kind of pops down to the bottom and then eventually it erases. Like, I don't know how to bring all of my old, letters back up, because trust and believe, the 9 months that I have been in this room and since I had been working that job, I constantly had to submit notes or letters to the son, about supplies we needed, for the breakfast area, which, he would take his time getting the breakfast. Like I said, I got cussed out twice by two different customers because we didn't have coffee cups when they were going through the whole little choice inspection. And even once the choice people, it took forever for the choice people to come out. And then even when they finally did come out, like, I showed him the stuff. There was like violations that they had seen when they went right into the pantry. But again, like, they get away with murder around here. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, so like I said, the second thing that I wanted to address is the dad said that I did not tell them. And it's true, I didn't tell him directly that I wanted to move to another room here on this property. But I mentioned it to the son at least 3 to 4 times. I have the very last letter that I submitted to Jason, telling him the time that I wanted to take off to celebrate mine and my mom's birthday. And then the second one was, about my room issues. So this one is the time off. So let me switch it to the one that I was referring to, my room issues. Okay, so I drafted this letter on June the 27th. So like I said in my video where I said I got fired, they never told me, the dad nor the son never told me why I was fired. So on the video, the dad said, I'm not going to talk to you, while you have your camera on. Okay, fine. But the moment that I turn my camera off, what does the man do? He busts up in my room. So then the black judge was like, what do you mean he bust up in the room? Okay, so I'll explain. My front door was partially open. As soon as I turned my camera off, this man forcefully pushed the door back open, came up in my room. He knocked down the little cover to my AC unit that I had off, okay, because we were looking at the unit. He knocked over my trash can. He got all up in my face and was yelling and screaming. He had reared his hand back like he was about to hit me, and I was waiting for him to hit me. I was waiting for him to hit me. Trust me, I was waiting for him to hit me, because y'all know what would have happened if that man ever put his hands on me. Y'all know. You see who I am. Okay? Y'all know what would have happened if that man would have ever put his hands on me. Okay? But he didn't. But that's a scare tactic. He was trying to intimidate me for me to kirk out, because I guess because I'm black, I'm supposed to be the angry black woman, right? No, that's not what you get over here. But at the same time, though, I can handle my own if I have to. I am truly my mother's child. I am truly the apple from my mother's tree. Okay. Look, Medea said, I know whoops your ass. Okay, that's what I know. That's what my mama knows. That's what she taught me. Okay. My mama said, you don't let nobody violate your person. Because if that happens, what do? You pick up the heaviest object that's the closest to you, and you try to knock the holy hell out of whoever's trying to come at you crazy. Anywho, because this is already at 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and read this little note, and then I'm going to go into my non-payment of rent video. So the dad lied on camera and said, I never asked to be moved to another room. So this is my second notice that I had submitted on June the 21st to Jason, who is the son here at this property. So it's labeled room issues. These are my current room issues, right? I say good morning again, Jason, because this is my second notice that I had submitted to him that day. I said, I have had several issues with my second room, because this is my second room that I've been here on the property, that I have been trying my best to deal with. I am not going into that laundry list right now. As far as what has been going on lately, the handle on my kitchen sink needs to be tightened. Did they come to fix my kitchen sink? No. The kitchen sink still needs the kitchen sink is still not draining properly, and the garbage disposal is still not working as it should, even though it was brand new when I first moved into the room. Okay, my sink is still not draining properly. My refrigerator has been leaking. I don't know for how long. Since it sits on the carpet and not the flooring like it would in an actual kitchen, it should have been placed on a plastic cover like what they place under a washing machine. I said, sorry, I don't know the actual term, for the plastic piece or the pan or whatever. I told the dad when I first moved into this room that pan should have been placed underneath my refrigerator, because over time, it would eventually leak. And that's what happened. And that's what brought the roaches to my room with a vengeance. Batman, yeah, not even like Batman, worse than Batman being vengeance. You feel what I'm saying? Woo! Okay. I only noticed it since there was mold that was developing right in front of my refrigerator. Since there are a large accumulation of moisture in that spot, it has attracted roaches to my room. And I have never had a bug problem like that before. They are underneath the carpet, which that carpet is really old and needs to be replaced anyways. I have used one entire bottle of Vivo spray and about a half a can of Raid, trying to get the bugs under control. And I also bought my own ortho, because the last telephone conversation that I had with Jason right after I had submitted this letter, this was a Tuesday, I didn't talk to him on the telephone. He did not text me. He did not call me. I was leaving out of work, listen to my music. I'm bubbly. I'm, doing my little thing, bopping to my music and stuff. He had two people behind him. As soon as he laid eyes on me, he's looking down at the ground. He wouldn't even look me in my face. That's the guilty conscience right there. It's the guilty conscience. I already knew what y'all were flim-flamming at that point, okay? Because, literally, this is like a month later was when I got fired. But this is the month before, okay? This man would not look me in my face. And then he's like, oh, well, can I call you at 1 o'clock? He didn't call me until about 4:30. I shouldn't even answer the phone. But whatever, I just wanted to, deal with the issues, whatever it was that he wanted to, to discuss and stuff. I just wanted to get that over with. Anyways, so I said I took pics because I said a lot of bugs were caught on the sticky traps, because I had to get sticky traps. Sorry. I'm sorry. The sentence before, I said I even got sticky traps and have caught a lot of them. I took pics because it was a lot of bugs caught on all of the traps that I put down on both sides of the refrigerator. It's really gross how many bugs got stuck. And y'all saw that was the fourth round of sticky traps that I put in that video that I had put on my Facebook right before I had did this letter. Yeah, that was nasty. That was the fourth round of sticky traps. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was the fourth round of sticky traps that I had put out. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Ugh. Anyways, so then I was like, it's hot now in my room since we are well within the summer. I have fans in my room since my heater AC unit was never cleaned out before, or since I have been in this room. That is true. I haven't turned it on in months because I didn't want any more of the black looking soot flying out of it and floating around in the air. So the former employer, coworker of mine, she has said it was mold, and that's most likely mold. Obviously, it's not coming from a fire or anything like that. So I said, so pretty much I just learned this week that the mom that was staying in one of the out of inventory rooms had moved, to my knowledge, around the 1st of June. Okay, so if she had moved recently, you mentioned months ago that I couldn't move into another room because there wasn't another out of inventory room available. That's what Jason told me. The very first time when I asked that man, can I move to another room? That's the lie that he spilled out of his mouth. was I could not move to another room because there was no other out of inventory room available. But why was I told that unless I asked to move to another room? Okay, so the room was available, like I said, at least around June 1st, to my knowledge. I said, now that one is available, I want to move to that room. I can't deal with the bug issue. I went 6 weeks with no heat in the winter. I need air conditioning that actually works and a unit that has been cleaned out already. And it would be nice to be able to celebrate my birthday in a better put together room that is not so depressing. Because yeah, last year I was in my original room. I was cool in my original room. They should have never moved me out of my original room. And wallpaper that looks like it's from 1960. Also, the Pittsburgh guests from last weekend were extremely loud and constantly talking right in front of my door. So my room was right in between the two rooms that the Pittsburgh people were in that particular weekend. I said, since I was right smack in the middle of the two of them, and also I wouldn't have to walk around the whole second floor trying to avoid my neighbor's cigarettes, because there's a gentleman that just lives a few doors down from me, and he, smokes on the balcony, and then it's like I walk around to avoid not having to walk through his cigarette smoke. I'm not a smoker, so I don't want to smell somebody else's cigarette smoke. And if I leave my door open when he's outside, I have to close my door because his cigarette smoke comes right in my room. Okay. So I said, and the best part is I wouldn't have to know about my neighbor, the Jezebel, coming and goings and vice versa from downstairs. And I never said I wanted to move closer to them before I moved to this room, you know, after my original room. I said I would like to take a look at the room ahead of time, like before. Thanks, Tracy. Okay, so if I never asked y'all to move to another room, what was that? What did I just say? I know that the other out of inventory room was available. So then he never said, you can't move to an apartment room, because apparently it was two rooms and it wasn't just one, because it was, quite a few people in that room or whatever, or those rooms. But don't lie on me though. Don't lie and say that I never asked to be moved to another room. I never asked the dad personally to move to another room. No. But I had asked the son at least 3 to 4 times. And like I said, this is at least one of the times that I actually have documented on paper and black and white. Like, don't come for me. 1, 2, don't lie on me, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Don't lie on me. I have no reason to lie on these shyster liar owners, or anybody else for that matter. These people have been doing far too much slim shady shit. So that's why I'm here to take a stand and to help myself to fight this stupid eviction and everything else slim shady that they've been doing to the residents, to the guests, and to the employees on this property. That's what Tracy is here for. That is the purpose of this YouTube video. I mean, the channel and all these videos right now. Once I get past this, then I can move on to other things. But right now, this is at the forefront of my mind. It's like the top of my priority list right now. So I have to deal with this. But then once it's done, then I can move on to something else. I could talk about lots of stuff. But right now, this is what I'm dealing with. Okay. And I don't have nobody to help me. Even my state, I live in Maryland. Okay. So Maryland, this is technically the third time over the last at least 10 years that Tracy has been homeless. Okay. The only thing that I can get is EBT. They won't help me with housing. I've been on lists, trying to get housing. I never get, picked for housing. When I tried to get help with my hotel stays and stuff like that, I would never get help. Okay. So the first 3 things was, at least from the past, I never can get help because Tracy doesn't have kids. Okay. Tracy is not an alcoholic or / crackhead. Okay. Then the third thing was, Tracy is not a convicted felon that just got out of prison. Okay. And then the latest thing, and then I'll go into a whole little thing about my whole Western Maryland stay and all that stuff too, because it kind of explains, how I kind of ended up here in this hotel. And I know it's taken a long time for me to kind of put all of my complete story out. It's like I have to do it in doses. And then it's like my mental has been so blown. I've been so extremely stressed. Okay. My hair's been falling out and everything. So it's like, I have to do my videos when I'm pretty much chill and in my right frame of mind to do it, So anywho, Like, so the latest thing that, or excuse or reason or whatever, that I was told that they can't help me is, you know, when I left out of Western Maryland, I came to Baltimore County. I was in Baltimore County, Howard County, Baltimore County. When I first started off, I'm sorry. I started off in Howard County, then I came back to Baltimore County. So when I was in Baltimore County originally, I was staying with a friend. And then, you know, we had a falling out because you're not going to talk to me any way. You're not going to talk shit about me behind my back when I have only been there as a friend to you to help you because I know you're sick. Okay. Sick in the head, really. Anywho, I'm not going to go into all of that. Bottom line is, when I had left Western Maryland, I was told by a former friend that they were going to help me find a job and a place to stay. That did not happen. And I can go into that about so-called friendships in a whole nother video. But referring to this situation right here, when I left out of Western Maryland, I was in Baltimore County. When we had our falling out, I went to Howard County. Okay. And then the two hotels that I was at were despicable. So I had to leave and I came back to Baltimore County. That's how I ended up here in this particular hotel, because this was my third hotel that I was at the moment that I had left, you know, that situation or whatever. So needless to say, I didn't have a problem being here. You know, in my original room, I had no rodents in my original room. I only saw bugs maybe 2-3 times. I dealt with ants once it got hot and the fruit flies. That's it. I didn't have no problems. I had a king size bed. You know, my best friend, which is my ex, you know, was with me the whole entire summer. So I had even asked him too, you know, can you tell the differences between my original room and this room that I was bullied by the daddy, Tony Soprano, to move into this room? Yeah. I was like, which one was nicer? He's like, your original room was definitely nicer. Yeah. Agreed. So, anywho, so that's all, you know, I just wanted to kind of clear that up and stuff like that, you know, because one, like I said, he had the little Spanish dude in my room, and I have the text message. I have the text message in my phone where he was like, oh, he was in your room. I was like, yeah, but, you know, I don't like people in my room. So why did you have the boy in my room? And I'm always here. You know, I'm always here. Like, unless he came in here when I was at work, but they don't normally start their day that early. So that really doesn't make sense to me at all. Yeah, so this was July the 27th. So this was 2 days. Again, they're trying to save face now at this point, you know, because Tracy complains too much, right? The Spanish dude, maintenance guy, was in your room about 3 to 4 weeks ago to check AC, and he cleaned the filter as well on that day. Okay, so yes, he did change the filters finally, but that's all that was done. The filters were changed, but the unit was never cleaned. And then when the dude came after the fact, after I had talked to the son, when he was supposed to send the exterminator to my room, he sent the little Spanish dude that don't speak no English to my room with ortho. Okay, but I had to buy my own ortho. I bought my own ortho. I bought my own Raid. I bought my own Vivo. That's not an exterminator though. The little Spanish dude that don't speak no English, sending him to my room with a big old thing of ortho, that's not an exterminator. He's not an exterminator. He's not, you know, certified to deal with mold. He's not an exterminator. He don't know how to fix the ice machine. The ice machine on the second floor was out for a whole month. And I had to tell him that it wasn't working for them to finally put the notice on there. It was out for a whole month. But he's supposed to be the one to be able to fix it? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Anyways. So he said your unit was running fine and there was no problem with the cooling according to the spec. So he sent it twice. He's like, but anyways, we cleaned again for you. You never cleaned it the first time. Okay? It was never cleaned. I don't have no reason to lie on nobody. Okay? The little Spanish dude came to my room. You just said he came to my room when I wasn't here. I told the son multiple times, I don't want nobody in my room when I'm not here. So why can't you respect my wishes when I say I don't want nobody in my room when I'm not here? So thank you for sending me that text, letting me know that you had the boy in my room like 3 to 4 weeks before you had sent out that text, right before I was fired. Thank you for that receipt, Mr. Sam. Thank you. But the AC unit was never clean. And Big Glow, okay, she had said she was in 2 rooms, 2 different rooms, that are not out of inventory rooms that the employees are normally in. These are the ones that the customers are supposed to be in. And she also said that it looked like her AC unit was never cleaned once it was installed. So if I'm having this issue in my room and then a customer put a review up saying that 2 separate rooms that she was in had the same issue, then what does that tell you? They're not cleaning out these AC units like they should. But don't come for me and don't lie on me, because I have my receipts. So anywho, so like I said, I'm waiting to hear about the good news that I had earlier. Like, I feel like the momentum is building. Like I have been so stressed, like I said, so frustrated and stuff. So much doom and gloom going on. But I feel the momentum, boy. Like Tina, honey. Big wheels keep on turning, okay? The momentum is building. You feel me? It's building. Okay. Tracy is doing her job, because right now this is my job. Sticking it to the man, proving a point. No, I don't have a whole bunch of money. But just because you do, you're not going to flim-flam me and the other people on this property that need help. The Jezebel's been locked up since July the 21st. And I have to get into the peace orders and all that stuff. That's a whole nother video. She's been locked up since July the 21st. They want me off the property. Like the son said in court, he told the judge, 1 minute, I have to pay this amount, another amount. He threw out 2 different amounts of money that I was supposed to be paying for rent. And like I said, that too is a whole nother video. But you're lying. You perjured yourself under oath, just like the Jezebel did. Okay. So I have to get the recordings for both of the times that I had to go to court, because they both perjured themselves under oath. But it's fine. It's fine. I have my attorney. We're building the case. Everything is moving forward as I need it to. Okay? Because you're not going to flim-flam me any longer. You're not going to flim-flam any of the other homeless people living on this property that obviously didn't have anywhere else to go. Because we're not going to sit here and purposely put up with you mistreating us just because. Who would do that? Nobody. But it's good. It's all good. I'm handling my business. I'm here to help myself and the other people here on this property that also need help, because it's not fair that they're holding this room. They've been holding this room. This girl has been locked up since July the 21st when she got served her peace order. She called my phone, and she's been blocked since the day that the second mouse ran into my foot. That's the only reason why I remember the date. That was May the 13th. She's been blocked on my phone since May the 13th. That was before the dude left. May the 13th was before he left. He didn't leave until May the 20th. So May the 13th, she had been blocked on my phone the week before dude left. But there are people here that are struggling and need help. Y'all won't give nobody no type of room discounts, nothing, that have been here months and months and months and months. That's your regular steady income, right? People that are here long term, that's your regular steady, right? But then you won't help the people that are here. Matter of fact, where's my calendar? It's the same exact thing that I went through last year. This is my 2022 calendar. Okay. This is, I have to write stuff down. I can't keep up with everything. I'm older now. Okay. So when I first came to this property, I came to this property on May the 7th. I have right here, I wrote Quality Inn. That's the day that I moved in. It was Saturday, May the 7th of last year. That's when I moved on this property. I was only supposed to be here for the weekend, but again, I'll get into that into a whole nother video. So a week later, on Friday, May the 13th, the front desk manager's name is Sanjay, but he told me his name was Sam when I first came here. So I wrote on my calendar on May the 13th of 2022, asked Sam at front desk for a discounted monthly or weekly room rate. Did he help me with any type of discount? No. That was the first time. Okay. The second time, May the 23rd, asked Sam second time about discounted room rate, said Priceline was probably cheaper, and then I put WTF. I was paying $650 a week, $650 a week through Priceline. That was cheaper than paying, to them at the front desk. I was paying $2,600 a month. $2,600 a month for a hotel room when I first got here. Yeah, y'all heard what I said. Okay, so then the third time, This is what I wrote for the third time when I asked Sanjay, the front desk manager, for a room rate discount, and he did not help me. I said, still, this was Friday, June the 3rd. Still haven't been offered a discounted room rate a month later with a sad face. Still haven't been offered a room discount a month later with a sad face. That's what I put. 3 times I asked that dude. So then when the Jezebel, because we were cool at one point, okay? So when the Jezebel had suggested, that I go and talk to the lady that, is no longer working here anymore, by then that's when my money had ran out. Like 3 different things happened, I had went to the casino because I had some slot play that I didn't know that I had. I went to the casino to play. It didn't win no money, but I did win my very first hand pay. I've been gambling since like 2007. Never won a hand pay until I really needed it. Okay, so that was the first thing that happened. The second thing that happened, like my former employer that I used to be a nanny for had asked me, to watch the kids, for spring break, and I can go into all of that. That's a story time. Whoo, honey, that is a good story time right there, because Tracy got tons of stories, jacked up experiences. I've had a whole bunch of jacked up people that I have encountered in the last 15 years, unfortunately, since my mom had passed. So that is a good story time. That I could put that down on my list as my first little story time that I can do. I'm sorry, my fan is blowing my one little straight strand of hair right in my face. Yeah, that's a good story time. But anywho, like I said, they don't help people, but you're holding the room for the Jezebel. She's been locked up for over a month. But then you won't help people that are right here struggling every day to day to day to day, trying to scrape up this money to pay their room rent, that you won't give a room rate discount to, just like I was never given one. And don't come for me like I'm not trying to pay my rent. I'm not no bum bitch. Okay, I pay my bills and stuff like that. The only reason why I stopped paying my rent is because I was bullied to move into this nasty ass room, and I've been dealing with black mold in the drywall in my bathroom on both walls. Okay, they only came to do something. The little Spanish dude splashed the bleach on the one wall, got bleach all on my little Christmas rug and stuff. He could have put it, I wasn't thinking about it because I should have took it out the room. But since I didn't, he should have picked it up and put it on the side of the tub before he started splashing all the bleach all over the place. So my little red Santa Claus, outfit at the bottom was, stained orange because it got bleached. Yeah. Anywho, don't come for me. Don't lie on me, because I have many receipts. And had I known that everything was going to turn out like this, trust me, I would have wrote everything down. I would have made sure I printed out all the letters that I had to submit to Jason, because I would have had my whole little stack of all the notes and stuff that I had to submit. So that's pretty much that, as far as my little explanation from my video that I had posted up yesterday, and I really didn't get a chance to explain what was going on. But that was a horrible situation. I literally had to deal with that the very next day, after I had to deal with the Jezebel perjuring herself under oath in court the day before. The very next day, that's what I had to deal with. So I'm putting everything out there. I'm putting everything out there, all of the mistreatments, all of the lies, all of the schemes, all of the slim shady shit that they doing, the like they do whatever they have to do, like as far as having the people now put up the good reviews to kind of counter a lot of the bad reviews that people have been putting up. Yeah, if somebody has lived here for months and has never put up a review, and then they all of a sudden put up a review, what does that mean? They're being coaxed to do so. And when you're dealing with somebody that obviously may or may not be in their right frame of mind for whatever reason, and I'm not, talking bad about nobody, I'm just saying, some people here got some issues. Shit, I got issues. Nobody's exempt from having issues or going through things. But I'm just saying, that's like, it's like a scare tactics, like slash, just deceptive type of motion or whatever they have to do. I can't think of how to articulate the way that, it is in my mind or whatever. But between the daddy is more sinister than the son. The son is more laid back and more easy to deal with, but that's still his child. They're both assholes. They're both liars, and they're both going to do and say whatever they have to do to get their way, include lying under oath in court. Mm-hmm. By any means necessary, they are going to prove their point and get their way, whether it's right, wrong, whether it's legal or not. They're just going to do whatever they want to do, just to make sure that they win, and they get what they want. But anywho, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because it's gonna take forever to upload. But I appreciate y'all. I've been seeing some likes on my little videos. I have 2 subscribers already, so I'm mad excited. And then, like I said, I got good news yesterday. So once I can share that good news, I would definitely share the good news. Thank you so much for everybody that has come through to watch my videos. And that have been sharing my videos, because I'm trying my best now to get the word out that don't come here and spend your hard-earned money. Don't do it, y'all. Because, there's black mold all over this whole property, and all they do is keep painting over it. Eventually, some people are going to start getting sick. So when all these fines start coming down on you, and then when all these other lawsuits and stuff start coming down on you, maybe they will get the hint. But since they don't know how to run a hotel, since they have horrible customer service, since they don't know how to treat their employees, their guests, or the residents that actually live here, then it's time to give it up. It's time to give it up and give it to somebody else, that obviously is going to treat the people better and maintain the property better, and stop patchwork smurfing stuff and actually fix stuff and get the mice out the kitchen and in the rooms, because they're in the rooms too. They're not just in the kitchen. So, anywho, I'm sorry. My little MAC lip gloss keeps getting caught in my corners of my mouth, and I can see it in the video. But anywho, so I'm ending this video now. So I hope y'all have a great day. Stay blessed, stay safe, and I'm coming through right after this with a whole nother video, because I have to go into the whole non-payment of rent, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm about to do. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming through, and stay tuned for my next video. All right, y'all. Bye.